Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on Wyln News. I'm Gary Perna. Hazleton police made an arrest in a shooting incident using a new ceasefire strategy. Officers were called to the area of 2nd and Grant Streets Wednesday night shortly before 7 p.m. for reports of shots fired. The accuser, 16-year-old Ivan Torbing, allegedly fired shots at a victim following an altercation. Police caught up with him around midnight and took him immediately into custody. Police Chief Jerry Speziale said that the swift arrest was a result of a ceasefire strategy, which means that all shootings are handled as homicides to ensure swift and decisive action to reduce gun violence. The Hazleton Police Department recently received an LSA grant to hire a specialist, Dr. Richard Rhines, from the Police Science Innovation to train officers in the new strategy. Ultimately, Termond was charged with aggravated assault, firearms not to be carried without a license, simple assault, and reckless endangerment. One teenager and 2 juveniles were facing charges in Shenandoah after smoking marijuana in a home on Chestnut Street. They entered the home where they frequently were allowed to be, but once they started smoking marijuana, they were asked to leave. 19-year-old Damon Metcalf refused to leave. When state police arrived, Metcalf and a 17-year-old fled the scene on foot. The other juvenile was apprehended at the house. Metcalf later returned to the residence and threatened bodily harm. Metcalf was charged with burglary, retaliation against the victim, and other related charges. He was taken to the Schuylkill County Prison for lack of $25,000 bail. The 2 juveniles were also facing charges of defiant trespass. Mahanoy City Police filed charges against 28-year-old Joshua Dirk of Mahanoy City for burglary and criminal trespass. Charges were filed following a complaint, the completion of an investigation into a break-in at a residence in the 900 block of East Mahanoy Street, which happened between the 28th and 29th of March. The defendant was arraigned on May 17th and committed to the Schuylkill County Prison in lieu of bail. As we reported last night, a fire broke out at the Tamaqua Salvation Army building on West Broad Street. Fire officials from Tamaqua say the fire got its start in a clothes dryer on the 3rd floor of the building. The 3rd floor of that building is the residence of the Salvation Army Major Shannon Whipple, according to officials. No one was injured and Whipple was not home when the fire started. The fire chief said fire crews arrived within a few minutes and they were able to contain the fire within a half hour, and it was completely extinguished within 40 minutes. 2 dogs and 2 cats were unharmed. The Salvation Army's chapel, gymnasium, and other public areas were not damaged and were open today. A total of 11 residents and elected officials spoke at Wednesday's night's Act 47 hearing in Hazleton. Members of the Pennsylvania Economy League heard testimony from those 11 about what they think of the plan and what they would like to see. Just about all stated that they would like to see less of a burden on taxpayers. Councilman Jim Perry said if the city only had to rely on property tax, the city would need to increase taxes by nearly 33% through 2022 to offset a projected $11.6 million deficit. Perry suggested revisiting several agreements with city authorities like the Hazleton City Water Authority and contracting city services to reduce the burden on taxpayers. Other ideas were to sell the city's stormwater inlets to the sewer authority. Also Wednesday night, the city's firefighters union said that they took a pay freeze for the entire year of 2018. Now, Pell will now take all this into consideration from the hearing, as well as written comments that were sent to them, the organization received, and will work to develop a final recovery plan. Consultants are looking at a final version of the plan for the city, council, and mayor to have by June 4th at a special meeting, and then on June 5th for an adoption on June 13th. Luzerne County Council said no to Wilkes-Barre City on selling them a piece of property the city needs to extend Cole Street. County Council on Tuesday unanimously approved a resolution that states that the County Human Services Building and the parking lots around it on North Pennsylvania Avenue are not for sale to the city for the purpose of extending Cole Street across Wilkes-Barre Boulevard to connect with East Union Street. The move is part of an ongoing dispute between the city and the county over a 20-year-old tax assessment financial plan. Now, city officials paid $2.9 million remaining for the plan, which goes towards the Cole Street extension. County officials say the project has ended and that the money should be distributed among the county, Wilkes-Barre Township, and the Wilkes-Barre Area School District, the taxing bodies that deferred that revenue for the project. Well, coming up on Wyln News, a longtime school administrator in our area is retiring. We'll talk to him ahead. Plus, Governor Wolf released money for 2 projects. The details coming up. But first, let's take a look at that important forecast for tomorrow. We got partly cloudy skies, a high of 83 degrees on your Friday. Saturday, evening thunderstorms are likely, a high of 84. Sunday, we could see thunderstorms throughout the day, a high of 74. And for Memorial Day Monday, we're going to see evening thunder showers, high of 74. So hopefully we can get all those parades in without any rain. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Enter for a chance to win 2 Demolition Derby tickets plus gate admission to the Bloomsburg Fair. All you have to do is like Wyln News on Facebook and share this post when you see it. You'll be entered for a chance to win. A random person will be chosen Friday, May 25th, and the winner will be announced on the news and Facebook. Don't miss this. Wyln and the Bloomsburg Fair.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
After 41 years of working in the educational field, Holy Family Academy principal Donald Basic is retiring. Our Julie Stefanovich spoke today with Basic about his career and what the future holds.
Longtime educator and school administrator Donald Basic has announced that he will be retiring. His career spanned 41 years, as he started out at the former Monsignor Molino School in 1979, which is now home to the Hazleton One Community Center. He worked throughout the years in the school district as assistant to the superintendent and has spent the last 4 as principal of Holy Family Academy in Laurel Street. We stopped by the school today to speak with Basic about his retirement.
It's time, I think, for me to take a step aside and to let some younger people with some more energy and hopefully some new and fresh ideas kind of take over the education process here at Holy Family Academy, but also in the Hazleton area. It's been a great ride, and I've been blessed to have worked with many great people.
He talked about the transition from working in the school district's office to becoming principal at Holy Family.
Never realized how much I missed being in a building with kids on a daily basis. With the school district, as you know, I finished my career in the central office, which was an experience in and of itself, but had missed being in a building with kids. And the kids here at Holy Family Academy and the families here made me feel welcome right from the start, kind of rekindled that joy of education of young kids in me, and certainly for that I'll always be thankful.
He has seen advancements in technology and its effects on teaching.
When I first walked into a school, there was no such thing as a desktop computer. Now, we have telephones or cell phones that can do the kinds of things that computers do. So it's been a lot of growth and a lot of changing and a lot of adapting over the years.
Basic also discussed what he sees for the future of education.
Actually, I see much larger classes with less adults being in charge of them, because I think technology, kids can sit at a computer now and do all of those kinds of things that adults did before. I'm not so sure that that's a good thing, because I think a lot of times the kids miss the socialization and the growth of learning how to deal with people and so on.
And as for retirement plans,
Work with student teachers from the University of Phoenix, so I'm hoping to be able to go back and work with them. The nice part about that is that I can choose how many I want to work with, what days I want to work with them, and so on. So it makes my schedule a little bit easier.
he is also looking forward to spending time with family, relaxing on the beach, and days on the golf course. The diocese is currently searching for a candidate to fill Basic's shoes. Though he didn't announce an exact official last day, he wants to be around to make sure the Holy Family Academy is ready to begin the next school year. In Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Well, best of luck to Mr. Basic as he retires. Today, Governor Tom Wolf announced a statewide resurface PA initiative to, well, fix some of those pothole problems we've been seeing that are plaguing the Commonwealth roadways. The Wolf administration is allocating $180 million for pothole repairs and interstate resurfacing. The governor told PennDOT to decide to dedicate as much resources as possible for pavement and pothole repairs. PennDOT has $22.3 million for repairs through the end of June. Crews are currently working to fix damage on 40,000 miles of state highways. Motorists can also report potholes anytime online at PennDOT's website or by calling that infamous toll-free hotline of 1-800-FIX-ROADS. Money has also been secured through the Wolf administration to help soldiers become educators. $1.6 million is going towards a 5-year Troops to Teachers grant. The program makes funding available to help military veterans train for a career in teaching. The program is managed by the Department of Defense Activity for Non-Traditional Education Support. Vets are provided with counseling services on teaching certification process. Throughout the grant, Slippery Rock University will recruit eligible veterans for a 1-year teaching certificate program offered also by Westchester University. A proposal to overhaul how Pennsylvania draws its legislative and congressional districts was approved by a state Senate committee vote. Now it needs to be passed by both chambers and the voters of Pennsylvania to go into effect. The State Government Committee voted unanimously for the bill to amend the state constitution so that an 11-member commission would handle the job. The amendment removes politics from the actual drawing of the map and places the power with an independent commission. This comes after the state Supreme Court threw out a Republican-drawn 2011 congressional map and imposed new districts for this year's election. When it comes to drawing the state General Assembly map, the new protocol calls for each caucus to pick 2 people. The other 3 members would be people who are not registered Republican or Democrat, guaranteeing that the independents and members of minor parties such as the Green Party are represented. The governor would recommend who would be chosen to represent those parties. Memorial Day observances will be taking place in Hazleton this year once again. It will begin at 10 a.m. Monday at a Mass at the Chapel of St. Gabriel Cemetery on South Poplar Street. The Hazleton Fire Department then will have a remembrance service beginning at 11 a.m. There will be a Master of Ceremonies along with main speakers and remarks by city officials. The American Legion Post 76 will present the colors and also do a 21-gun salute. Coming up on Englewood's News Choice, art is taking over one community in our area. Plus, we have more tickets to give away tonight. But first, let's take a look at the midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played, everyone. Stay with us.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is honored to serve you during the Memorial Day sales event. Lease a new Jeep Compass for just $169 a month, or get up to $13,731 off a 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab during the Jeep Celebration event at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Stripes and Strikes, Hazelton's official sports store, and more. Visit for all your baseball and team uniforms, including custom screen printing and embroidery. Find them on Facebook and visit them at Route 309 across from Genetti's, or the second location in Hazelton Area Recreation Programs facility in the Hazelton Heights. Good luck, Cougars, on their quest for state champions.
Spring is here, so stop in and get everything you need to make your garden colorful and bright. Check out our incredible low prices, only at Van Hoeken Greenhouses, Retail Garden Center, Lofty Road, McAdoo.
Welcome to Community and You. I'm Paula Degnan. With me is Pauline Makowski, and Pauline is going to tell us about longevity and Breathe Deep and how this is all going to come together on June 24th. Hi.
Hi.
How is this all going to come together?
Well, it's coming together as we speak. It's just a little over a month away, and this is our 8th year. And I began the walk because my husband passed away from stage 4 lung cancer.
That was Alan?
Yes, Alan, in June of 2009. And I felt that losing him made me want to help someone else. So I found out about Longevity. They're a foundation that began in 2002. And they have these walks all over the country, and there was nothing going on in northeastern Pennsylvania, and there's a very high rate of lung cancer in northeastern Pennsylvania, and I felt I needed to get the word out.
Now, you've been doing this now for a few years, and it's always great to have more people involved, and as Pauline said, that lung cancer, there's so many different walks for so many different things, but this is actually the only Breathe Deep?
In northeastern Pennsylvania. There is a walk in Philadelphia, and of course one in New York City, which is the one I actually originally went to with my daughter a few months after my husband passed. And that's how I got involved with Longevity, and I called them and said I'd like to start an event, and been doing it ever since.
I love the folks from Northeast Pennsylvania when they decide that they're going to do something, and boy, and then they just keep it up, and that's wonderful. Now, for anybody who hasn't taken part in your particular walk, how do they go about getting information? What can they do in order to register?
We have a website, www.longevity.org/NEPA, and they can register for the walk or they can make a donation.
And if anybody would like to go, does it have to be registered in advance?
No, they can register day of the event. Registration and check-in begins at 9 a.m. Our program is at 10, and the walk fun run begins at 10:30.
And how long is the fun run?
It's well, they're both 5K, but you know, if someone can't walk 5K, they can just turn around and walk back. It's a very casual event, no pressure. It's dog friendly, or it's pet friendly, and you can have strollers. It's just a very, very nice walk. It's very scenic. We walk along Riverwalk and back over to Kirby Park along the levee.
Nice. And it just so happens that the folks at Wyln are also going to be taking part this year, because we are going to be joining with WILK Radio in Team Tyrone. And a lot of our viewers, of course, remember L.A. Tyrone, who passed away, and I want to say it was just about a year.
Sue said that the first anniversary will be June 25th, so
Wow.
it's the day after the walk.
Isn't that amazing? And a lot of our listeners, a lot of our viewers do remember LA, and it's not until it hits home, really, that people actually start to get involved. Do you find that, Pauline?
That's true, and everyone that does attend the walk has been affected by lung cancer in some way, whether it be a spouse, a relative, friends. Everyone is touched by lung cancer in their lifetime in some way.
And you're right, there is a high propensity around here. So again, we want to remind you, June 24th, you do it. You look right there in the camera and you tell us where and when.
All right, the walk is at Kirby Park on Sunday, June 24th. Registration and check-in is 9 a.m. The program is at 10 a.m. The walk begins at 10:30.
And that sounds like a plan to me. Pauline, we'll see you there.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you there and here again soon on Community and You.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the whole crew's invited, where fans become friends, where good times roll, and the racing is always a little tricky. Bring your friends, bring your family, just bring it, Pocono style.
Introducing CrossFit Drums, the Greater Hazleton area's first and only CrossFit affiliate. We still offer our traditional monthly gym memberships and one-on-one personal training, but have expanded to also offer CrossFit classes taught by multiple Level 1 CrossFit certified trainers. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help you achieve your fitness goals. CrossFit Drums now open and ready to get you in the shape of your life.
Tamaqua is displaying raw aspirations all throughout their community. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has why.
Tamaqua Community Arts Center has set its third and final public art initiative in motion.
Working around and creating the dialogue for our community, this particular event is actually asking our community to focus on their hopes and their dreams for the future. What are their raw aspirations? And so what we've done is teamed up with the Arts Barn in Origsburg. They've brought 5 of their artists who work with raw and natural materials. And so that kind of is the connection between the artist and the project, drawing out and getting people to think about the future.
The Art Center's initiative started back in 2015 with Dear Tamaqua, which was a 1-mile walking immersive, where people wrote in letters telling the Arts Center what they love or hate, which they brought to life.
And one of the things that we learned was that people didn't really have a whole lot of hope for the future.
Their second project went by Tamaqua Has Heart, which focused on what people love in their community.
People love in our community. We really wanted to fill the community with a feeling and a sense of positivity. And so this one is now going to take it to that final step, which says, okay, what are your hopes for the future? What is it that you want our community to do by itself, with other communities? As individuals, what do we want if we're going to grow?
A total of 5 sculptures popped up to check out in Tamaqua, including a mahogany wood and steel bench just outside the Arts Center, a 7-foot wire tree made of twisted aluminum, wire, and steel across the street, glass totems designed and made from recycled glass just down the road, a large copper and steel sculpture of 3 girls dancing in Tamaqua's Depot Square Park, and a carved beaver bench to the right of the Ambulance Association. June 7th brings the opening artist meet and greet from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Arts Center.
Start at 125 Pine Street here at the Arts Center, pick up a map, follow the path, meet the artist, talk with the artist. Each artist will have an interactive display that will help people to think about the future and to leave their ideas as they go. They'll also have food, we'll have some music, so it'll be a really fun experience.
One sculpture will be chosen to stay in the community at the end of the summer. All 5 sculptures will be displayed until August 22nd, and remaining sculptures will be directly sold through the artist. So come on down, and if you see one you like, you'll be able to talk with the artist directly. Reporting from Tamaqua for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
That's pretty cool. I like that bench. Well, tonight, WYLN News has another chance for you to be entered into the drawing to win 4-pack of tickets to go to the Pocono 400 race in person. The race is going on next weekend, June 3rd. All you have to do is call 570-459-1869 extension 1172. Leave your name, the town you live in, and most important of all, your phone number, so we could call you when you win, to be entered into the drawing for the tickets. Now, the winners will be picked at random, so call now and good luck. And we've been getting a lot of phone calls for these tickets. We got a bunch to give away, so keep calling. Also, WYLN has teamed up with the Bloomsburg Fair to give away tickets to the Demolition Derby. All you have to do to enter into this drawing is go to the WYLN News Facebook page, like and share this giveaway post that you see on your screen right now, and one lucky winner will be chosen at random on Friday, May 25th. I'm going backwards here. And it will be announced right here on the news tomorrow night. So head to our Facebook page right now, like and share this post, and good luck. WYLN will also have other Bloomsburg Fair tickets to give away in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. All right, we're in May. I'm going to end the newscast tonight as we look at our forecast. We'll see you tomorrow here on WYLN News.
Are you in good hands? Call Gary McNeilis of Allstate Insurance for all your insurance needs. The McNeilis Agency has 2 locations to conveniently serve you, 1092 North Church Street in Hazel Township and Hometown Village Square in Hometown. Their quality, service-oriented agency will make sure you get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call in Hazel Township at 570-454-1981 or in Hometown at 570-668-5133.
Are you in good hands?
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Rita's Italian Ice Hazleton, located in the plaza near Walmart, is open for the season. Visit Rita's Italian Ice in Hazleton and vote for your favorite flavor teams to score special deals on the winner. Rita's of Hazleton supporting all area sports teams. You'll find it easy to keep your bin full with Ross Cycle. Fast, reliable service, pickup or delivery. Call for a great price. 570-455-7424. Ross Cycle Company, keeping you warm. Keep the ball hot on the court, Hazleton area Cougars.